We recently announced the first official release of Surrealist, our graphical user interface for SurrealDB, which we adopted from the community. Today, I'll show you how to get set up and started with Surrealist. First, let's install Surrealist. You can follow along via Surrealist web, which can be found at surrealist.app. For the purpose of this video, however, I will install Surrealist Desktop on my MacBook. We can head over to surrealdb.com/surrealist to download the app. I'll pick macOS with Apple Silicon, as I'm on the M1 MacBook. And after opening the DMG, I can simply drag Surrealist into the Applications folder. Let's launch Surrealist. Surrealist will give us the option to connect to the sandbox or to an already running SurrealDB instance. Here, I'll choose the sandbox, as we're just playing with the tools at hand today. After connecting to the sandbox, we'll be dropped right into the query view, which is likely where most of the work will be done. Before we go over to the view, let's have a look at the basic controls of the interface. In the top bar, we will find our connection selector. It currently shows us we're connected to the sandbox. When we click on it, a dialog will show up which we can use to create and manage connections. You can also click on a connection to switch to it. Moving on, we can see some sandbox-specific tools at our disposal. The reset button allows us to wipe the sandbox, and the file button allows us to load a demo dataset to explore. On the right side, we'll find the changelogs after we first installed or after we update Surrealist. Changelogs can always be found back in the settings. In the Surrealist desktop app, we can also find the option to locally serve a database for Surrealist to connect to. Next to this, we can read articles from the SurrealDB blog right in Surrealist to stay up to date, and we can find options to get support. Moving on to the left sidebar, we will find that it expands when we hover over it. In its expanded form, we will see all views listed out. Every view has different tools to work with SurrealDB. And down the bottom, we will also find Surrealist search and settings. With that out of the way, let's go over some views. I will load a demo dataset so we have some data to work with. In the top left toolbar, I'll click the file icon and choose the SurrealDB Store dataset. Starting with the query view, we can use this to send queries to SurrealDB, allowing us to do practically anything. Going over the toolbar in the query editor, we have the ability to save a query for later, to format a query, and the ability to infer and edit variables. Going over to the results panel, we have 4 different output modes. Combined shows all query results in one editor. Individual places every result in its own tab. Table mode visualizes all data into a table, tabbed per result. And live mode gives us a live response whenever we send a live query to SurrealDB. In the left panel, we can see a list of our queries. We can create new queries, remove existing ones, and we can rename them by clicking on their name. By right-clicking, we have the ability to duplicate them too, among other tools. Making our way down the bottom, we can open and manage our saved queries, and get a full history of all queries we've previously sent. Let's hop into the Explorer view. As you can see, all the tables in our schema are listed in the sidebar. When we pick a table, we can see all records in the table being listed. Clicking on one will open a side panel, allowing us to interact with the record. Here, we can edit the record, delete it, and manage its relations. Additionally, we have the ability to create a new record and to filter the shown records with SurrealQL. Lastly, if we move down the sidebar, we will find an export and import button. When we export, we can pick what we want to export. And when we import, we can choose either a SurrealQL file or a CSV file. Moving on to the designer view, we'll be greeted with a visual representation of our schema. Under the settings cog, we have the ability to customize the view. We can enable record link visualization, change table appearance, and change the direction. In the Authentication View, we can manage users and scopes. As you can see, the view is divided into 4 panels: for root users, namespace users, database users, and database scopes. Focusing on users first, we can create and manage them on each level. Clicking on the pencil for an existing user, we can change its password, roles, and add a comment. Additionally, we can create a new scope. We can give it a name, a sign-in and sign-up query, and set a session duration. SurrealDB also supports custom functions, which allows you to reuse certain pieces of logic across a database. We can manage those functions in Surrealist as well under the Functions view. Clicking on a function, you'll see that we can edit its body, the arguments it accepts, permissions for scope users, and that we can add a comment. We can also download the function definition or remove it. Creating a new function is quite similar. We'll be asked to enter a new name for the function, after which we land in the same view. The new function will only be saved once we confirm it in the bottom right corner of the interface. For the machine learning view, we'll quickly connect to a running instance of SurrealDB, as the Surrealist sandbox does not support uploading machine learning models. In the top right corner of the sidebar, we will find the option to upload a model. Let's select this linear.ml file. Once uploaded, you can see all functions being listed in the sidebar, along with their versions. To further improve the developer experience, we launched API docs right into Surrealist. You can scroll through the examples, all of which are tailored to the instance you're connected to, and each written for the SDK or CLI that you choose to receive examples for. Anything from connecting to SurrealDB, signing in, sending queries, all can be found in the API docs. And those are all the tools currently available in Surrealist. There's definitely more to come in the future, and do let us know in the comments or via GitHub issues what functionality you would like to see introduced into Surrealist.